Republican Senators on staff just went to work for the Democrat in Texas. Hey, before we jump in, a quick note like always, English isn't my native language, and honestly, reading this script out loud is a part of how I am learning it. So if something sounds off grammar wise correct me in the comments, it genuinely helps me more than you think. Now, let's get into this because Texas politics just got interesting. A long-time policies advisor for Senator John Cornyn, someone who worked for him for years, just took a job on a Democrat James Tallison's Senate campaign in Texas. Yeah, one of the reddest states in the country. Sit with that for a second, not a random staffer. Someone who spent years helping Republicans senators shape policy. And here's the twist. Cornyn didn't blast his former aide for it. He put out a statement instead saying only authoritarian countries get to dictate where someone chooses to work, and suggested Republicans should focus on expanding their coalitions instead of getting angry about it. That's not a small thing for a sitting Republican senator to say publicly about his own former staffer joining the other side. Now, here's where the numbers get generally surprising. Recent independent polling shows this Senate race, Rico versus Ken Paxton, essentially a toss-up. Several separated polls with some have shown Rico slightly ahead, some by 2 points, some by 4 or 5, all within striking distance in a state Republicans have dominated in the Senate races since 1988. Pause with me here for a second. Texas has sent a Democrat to Senate in nearly 4 decades. If you told people a year ago this race would be this close, would you have believed it? Tell me honestly in the comments, because there's a deeper shift happening underneath the headline numbers. Nationally, polling shows a major swing among Latino voters against Trump specifically, and 18 points drop in his approval rating compared to right after the 2024 election among Latino men who moved towards Trump in a big way. In 2024, the shift has been even sharper. That matters enormously in Texas, where Latino voters make up a huge share of the electorate in several key districts. Paxton, for his part, is carrying real baggage into the race. He once was approached by Republican-controlled Texas House back in 2023, though he later acquitted by the state senate. And multiple polls this summer have shown a majority of Texas voters saying very of him as a corrupt. Here's my honest take. When an incumbent senators often form staff closest party lines and independent polling shows a decades-long Republican stronghold suddenly within reach. That's not noise. That's a real signal about where voter sentiment is actually moving. Whatever the final outcome turns out to be, I want to be fair. Paxton campaign has pushed back hard on unfavorable polling, and some election forecasters still rate Texas as leaning Republican overall. Polls before from November can shift significantly, and Texas had disappointed Democratic hopes before. So tell me, if you saw a race like this happening in your own state, a seat considered untouchably suddenly turning into a real contest, would that change how closely you'd be watching it? Drop your thoughts below. I actually wanted to know where you land on this.